this lady who has come outside to say rubbish. Welcome back to the channel, my people. A lot don't they happen has been happening. So today, guys, we want to talk about Mia Leru Chidinma update, more updates. So for those that don't know, Chidinma is finally in Nigeria. Our welcoming was so massive. Some people are even comparing Chidinma's welcoming with Mia Leru's welcoming. So wait, I have a question. Why am I seeing only black people out here running after Mia and greeting her? I thought South Africa is a country of mixed. Why? This is how you welcome a queen. Can you see? Do you see anybody? But can you see how everyone is just following her? Those are the dancers are dancing, and she's just walking and waving at people. We're not seeing our inside tree though, but it is what it is. Okay, let's continue in the video. This is how you welcome a queen. No design the red day. It's all right, it's okay. South Africa now, well done. No Nigeria una do it. I'm like, you guys should not do the comparison, because you know in Nigeria we are bad like that. In Nigeria, when we want to represent till the fullest. Okay, we know they do them halfway, we go complete time. Anyway, so Mia Leru has come outside to explain why she ran away from Mexico. Anyway, she did not run. For those that know what I stand for and how I stand concerning Mia Leru, you would know that I have said that whatever it is that she went through, you probably must have been very sensitive. And I want us to listen to Mia Leru right now, and I'll be back.
Hello everyone, I am back in South Africa and I wanted to reach out to you all. Thank you so much for all of your kind wishes, your support and your prayers. I really do appreciate it, and I do believe in the spirit of Ubuntu, just like the Miss South Africa organization, and that we should uphold those values in all that we do. So I wanted to be transparent with you all and share my story. A lot of you would have seen the video that I made about vertigo while I was in Mexico at Miss Universe, and vertigo is a condition where it feels like you are dizzy and there is a sense of the world spinning around you. And now, as you all know, that your balance lies in your ears, so when you have a hearing impairment, there is a high chance of you having vertigo, and it's very intense and very pronounced, which can also cause major issues with your balance. And when you have these issues with vertigo and balance, it really means that physically you need to be strong in order to be able to combat it and to fight it. And mentally, I was very strong, I was ready, but physically my body just was taking a lot of strain. And I even had to seek medical help in Mexico City, and even after the medical help, my condition still wasn't improving. On the night of the preliminary competition, I continued to push myself, and I was ready in my national costume to showcase it proudly. But my body was just saying no, and my vertigo intensified and became unmanageable. As we waited backstage, I fell repeatedly, and I was not able to get up and feel secure standing without support. After conversations with the production personnel, I did not feel I was in a position to safely walk on stage. I had to very quickly realize and be at peace with the fact that this was not the road that was meant for me. I am deeply grateful to the Miss South Africa organization for their support and for empowering me with the choice to step away. It was not easy, as I was not doing this just for myself, but for all of you South Africa, and for every single person who have thought they could never be on a platform like this. On August 10th, I undertook to prioritize the marginalized and represent South Africa, as well as the Miss South Africa brand, in a way that genuinely makes a difference. Following the prelims, I went to see a specialist in Mexico, and I'm already doing so much better. But I am proud to be differently abled, and it is not enough to just open doors, but we need to have systems in place in order to foster true inclusivity. I hope this experience can help to educate the world of pageantry and beyond. I will continue to serve as your Miss South Africa, to support and uplift those who come after me. With my unbreakable spirit and an exciting year ahead, I will keep fighting for myself and for everyone with dreams and passions who lack the system to achieve them. Together, we can create new standards and new norms. And I am so proud to still be your Miss South Africa.
You guys heard all she had to say there. But that is not what even shocked me. Something shocked me. Something actually shocked me that I heard Chidinma say. And I'm like, why would she come outside and say this after the whole support the Nigerians and beyond have given to her? So this truly just put me off in a certain kind of way. I don't know how I feel about it, but let's just talk about it and let me hear what you guys actually think. So Chidinma has said that she doesn't want to compete in any pageantry, that she doesn't want to do pageantry anymore. Like she's just signing out. To me, I feel like she's still quite young. She's in her early 20s. She can still achieve a lot more in the pageantry industry. Even if she's not going to be on runways or whatever, there's still so much that she can achieve. But her coming out to say she quits, let's go listen to her. You guys, leave your thoughts with me before you go watch me bring Chidinma for you. Make sure you thumbs up this video because it helps my channel, okay? Let's go watch Chidinma right now. How were you feeling hearing her say that? I feel like everything that Chidinma has been through actually took a toll on her. It was so much stress and so much pressure on her, and she's like, I can't deal with this anymore. Like I feel that way. Now, there's an interview of Chidinma that I want you guys to watch, but I want you guys to stick to the end with me. But there's this lady who has come outside to say rubbish. To me, she's saying rubbish, right? Even though she's trying to sound like she's very smart. Oh, like let's go and listen to her, okay? And I'll tell you guys what I think about the old nonsense that she's saying.
So, guys, help me get this straight. South Africans fought their hearts out because they were adamant that they wanted someone who is South African, whether black, Indian, colored, white, but that person must be South African because we know who we are, we know our culture, we know even our problems, even our differences. But as long as it's someone who's South African, who will go out and represent who we are and what it means to be a South African. And they flat out rejected Chidimma. And then she went on to fight her heart out to try and prove that she is South African. I mean, the girl even claimed she speaks 3 or 4 languages. She said she was born in Soweto, her mother is Zulu, and all of these things. Like, she refused to admit that she was Nigerian. And then fast forward, the Department of Home Affairs comes out and says, okay, we found proof and evidence that this girl's mother actually committed fraud for them to be in South Africa, which was the only time she withdrew from the Miss South Africa pageant. After withdrawing, Nigeria invites her to the Miss Universe Nigeria pageant to come and represent Nigeria, which we didn't have a problem with. I mean, we were flat out saying, good for you, girl, because that's where you belong. That's what we've been saying all along. And the pageant organizers obviously went out of their way to make sure that she rightfully represents the country, which is none of our business. And then she goes on to winning Miss Universe. Oh, not winning, sorry. She came second, which means she almost won Miss Universe. And now Nigerians are coming for South Africans and saying that they're spiting us, or her coming second is actually proof that South Africans are xenophobic and we can't stop her greatness, what. Now here's the part that I don't get. South Africans are the ones that have been saying Chidimma is Nigerian. Nigerian Chidimma has not once claimed that she is Nigerian until it was time for her to go and claim the Miss Universe Nigeria crown. All along, she had been denying her roots. All along, she had been saying she's not Nigerian. But when the opportunity came for her to maximize the ability for her to go and be at a Miss Universe pageant, she jumped on it, right? She didn't go to Nigeria and ask Nigerians to represent them. Nigerians approached her to represent them because obviously they knew she's got all this training and whatnot from South Africa. Now, why would you be bragging to South Africans about her coming second? Because we've been saying she's Nigerian all along. And we all know she only got that far because of her growing up in South Africa. So you have been teasing and making fun of Mia and her disability, and you've been uncouth about it, and you've been disrespectful, and we chilled. It's okay. But now don't try and make out Chidimma's winning to be something that you can celebrate. The girl has never, not once, wanted to be Nigerian. I mean, if you guys didn't come and say we're going to give you a crown to be Miss Universe, was she ever going to come rush to Nigeria and live there? Of course not. So I don't understand how someone who doesn't identify herself as Nigerian, who doesn't see herself as Nigerian, who doesn't brag about Nigeria, who probably has never even used your currency, becomes something that you can brag to South Africans about. The thing and the difference between South Africans and Nigerians is that South Africans actually love being South African. We actually love staying in our country. We actually love representing South Africa. South Africa gives us so many things to feel good about, to represent ourselves about, to be proud of. We're not going out there screaming that we're the giants of Africa. No, our records speak for themselves. The accomplishments we have as a country speak for themselves. We don't have to make noise. South Africa generally is the big country in Africa. So I don't understand how you're making your second runner-up a thing about South Africa. You know, it's your win. It's your, I guess you won because, I mean, she broke some history that Nigerians haven't had a runner-up in years, blah, 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 blah. We've had winners. So that's not our history, that's yours. So try and celebrate your title without including South Africa. Because we're over here actually trying to get rid of as many illegal foreigners as possible because they're ruining our country. So good luck and congratulations for your win, but it's not even about us. Like, we still maintain Chidimma is Nigerian, but does Chidimma believe she's Nigerian? Well, maybe we'll see after the crown if she'll still be proudly Nigerian.
So you guys could hear her saying, "Oh, Chidinma, never claimed Nigeria. Chidinma was always claiming this." So you want Chidinma to be in a pageantry in South Africa? You want her to start saying, "Oh, I am so Nigerian"? No, because she was already in a course. She wanted to be Miss South Africa. So you don't expect her to come and start shouting, "Oh, I love my country, Nigeria. Oh, I'm so Nigeria." Her name is Chidinma, right? That identity can never be changed. So what this lady was saying here, she was even calling Chidinma Miss Almost in a coded way. These South Africans, they think they are very wise, they think they are very sensible, they think they are very sharp. But they don't know, say, we self, we get sense, we sharp well. And when they do our own, when they do kurukere, when they do bembe, when they come straight. Anyway, enough with her because I mean, make sure they play, they go. Let's go and listen to the interview that Chidima did with BBC, where she exposed a whole lot of things. I want you guys to watch. Leave your thoughts with me. Let me know what you think about this, and I'll be back.
Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, Chidinma Adetshina, welcome back home.
Thank you so much.
How did you feel when you got to the last 12, then you progressed to the last 5, then it was you and Denmark standing on that stage? What was going on in your mind then? Did you think you were going to get that far?
Honestly, I think I'm still processing all the things that happened. I felt like I was only going to make top 30 and I was actually okay with it. You know, I put it in my heart and I was like, I'm just happy I'm going to make top 30. And when I made top 12, I was like, oh my word, like I made it this far. And I was actually really happy because I got to go to the evening gown rounds and I had no expectations whatsoever for top 5. So for me to hear my name in top 5, I was like, oh wow, like this is real. And this is like the main thing, the question rounds, what actually determines the winner. And I did not prepare myself mentally to say, okay, I'm going to answer questions or anything. So to see myself in the top 2 was really an incredible moment for me because I was like, is this me? Like, is this happening? I remember when they told us to move forward, I literally cried and I was like, okay, no, you can't cry. Like, you have to just, you know, hold it back a little bit. But I think it was just all those emotions that were crowded within me just really just wanted to come out and release. But also it was such a proud moment for me. That's why I was like, okay, this is huge. Like, this is really huge.
And did you expect the level of support you got from fans across the world, across the continent, you know, during your time in Mexico?
I did not expect it at all. In fact, I was actually really scared because a lot of the countries had so many supporters. When we would walk down, everyone's like screaming their countries and no one would scream Nigeria. But I had to remind myself that you're still worthy, you're still capable. Just showcase yourself, put Nigeria out there, and I know you can do it. And I'm really proud that I got to put Nigeria on the stage.
And you wrote a heartfelt note after you know, you became Miss Universe Africa and Oceania to Nigeria specifically and Africa. You said Nigeria picked you up at your lowest, and on days you were ready to give up on your life, they picked you up. Those are very strong words.
It was a very emotional one for me. I literally even cried after because I was like, this journey has been so hard and I don't think a lot of people understood what I really went through. I think most times I tried to open up about it, but I was also trying not to say much or to offend people. So I just really tried to cover it up as well. So for me, just like getting to that stage, I was so proud, and knowing that I had such a tremendous amount of support, not only from Nigerians, but from Africa. It was just an overwhelming experience because I was like, never once did I think I would receive this love and support. And it felt so refreshing to actually feel so loved and so accepted.
The last time we spoke, you said you were not okay. I'd like to ask, how are you holding up now?
It's still not okay. I think I'm a lot better than what I was before. I think before I was just like really hiding it a lot and I was like, nah, I'm okay. But I had to acknowledge it. And I think I really did a great job. And I used that little last strength that I had. And I'm glad that it's all done. So now I can just sit back and just be like, okay, you know what? It's time to focus on you. I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on my mental health. And I think that's really important right now.
Yeah, and have you seen that therapist yet?
Not yet. Now that I'm back, that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to. So I can just unbox all those emotions.
And your parents, how did they feel about your journey and your placing and your win? Were they there in Mexico with you?
No, they were not in Mexico, but they were definitely watching from South Africa. It was such an emotional one for them because I literally video called them and they were so happy, they were so proud, and they were crying because they were like, oh my word, you've been through so much and we never thought that you were this strong and you still wanted to do this, because there were so many times where they kept on saying, like, just leave it, like, don't worry, better things will come. And I was like, listen, there's nothing better that can come. This is my moment. And they were just really so proud of me.
And while you were in Mexico, South Africa Home Affairs, the police said that they were going to retrieve or withdraw your ID documents and your mother. How did you react to that?
I mean, it was also emotional for me because I was like, oh my God, again? Like, am I going to go through the same process again? I actually felt like I was sort of like withdrawing and getting back into those emotions that I went through the first time. But I know that now this whole competition is done, that's something that I'll also focus on right now.
You address it? You said the last time we spoke that it was a legal issue, that you were not going to speak on that.
Yes, I think as well people are really interested in the story. And like I said, I haven't been home. I haven't heard anything. I haven't sat down with a lawyer or anything. So I can't just say things that I'm not really prepared for. So once I get everything sorted out, it's definitely something that I'll open up with and give people clarity on.
And home is where now?
Nigeria.
Oh, great. So as Miss Africa and Oceania, I got a couple of questions. People asking, what does that mean? What would that entail? What will you be doing?
So we all have different titles. We will be flying out to different countries and having different projects that we'll be doing in these specific countries. We haven't been given clarity yet as to what exactly we'll be doing, but we know for sure that we'll be traveling a lot of countries together and we'll be doing a lot of projects together. And I'm really glad that I get to be that representation for Africa.
And what does this win mean for you generally?
It means a lot. I think it was really worth it because I think I was actually just like, okay, I want to get the crown, I want to get the crown. But then I think I was so focused on not being stopped and not being laughed at and people saying, no, you're not going to win, you're not going to do this. I was really focused on that. But then I think throughout the whole process, I was like, listen, it's not even about that anymore. Like, you've been through so much, you've learned so much, you've grown so much. I feel like you should really focus on a lot more than just wanting the crown. Obviously, all of us want the crown, but there's only one winner and we are 125. So I had to really focus my mind on just like making sure I achieve what I really wanted to. And I actually exceeded my top 30. For me, I was just like, top 30, I'm good. So the fact that I exceeded my expectations, I'm really proud of myself.
And what next for Chidinma Adetshina?
What's next? It's definitely not pageantry. I am putting pageant to bed right now, but I am going to focus more on my education and obviously establishing who Chidimma is, more into runways, more into acting. So many things that I would like to touch on and actually really see where my potentials can go to. So yeah, really looking forward to that.
This is something that came up again and again. Chidinma, where did Adetshina come from?
It's my name. It's my surname. It's part of who I am. And yeah, there's really nothing much to say about it.
You guys, you saw every bit of those clips. What were your thoughts? Kindly leave your thoughts with me in the comment section. Let's interact, okay? Let's talk. Let me know what you think. Chidinma quitting pageantry and everything so far. Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.